Hello everyone, so starting a new video. This is called QR3 and this is on anthropology and sociology differences and similarity. And obviously this series is quick revision series under 10 minutes. So let's begin. So this topic, anthropology and the sociology and the difference and the similarity, is there in paper 1 and the topic is from 1.2. So let's begin. Before we go into detail about anthropology and sociology differences and the similarity, let's talk about one great thing. So in previous year 2016, it was asked to write a note in 150 words on difference between social anthropology and sociology. So it is a kind of very direct, but at the same time a very starting and good point. Let's talk about first about the sociology. Let's define it in a brief, and similarly for the anthropology, and then we'll see how these two are same or different. So if we define sociology, it is called science of human society. And what does it study? It studies human behavior in social surrounding. So in a very simple term, you just define this sociology as a science of human society which studies human behavior in social surrounding. That's called sociology. Let's talk about anthropology. Again, I would write the definition as science of humankind, which studies human and pyramids and their cultural and biological evolution. So this is a very straightforward one-liner definition of anthropology. And here I have written humankind. So humankind, which includes human and the pyramids both, and it talk about their cultural and biological evolution. That's called anthropology. So if we talk about one great anthropologist called Hobel, so actually he stated that this sociology and social anthropology, again this is kind of a discipline of anthropology, in a broad sense they are same and one. That's what he has said. You can mention this thing and quote his name when you are writing about things like this. There's another anthropologist called Kruger. So he's actually an American anthropology, and he said that actually these two subjects are twin sister. So you can quote him also. Just remember this great name and mention it. It will give you and fetch you a good mark. Next, if we talk about the relations between anthropology and sociology, so you know that there have been many anthropologists in Indian anthropology setup, and you know this name M.N. Srinivasan, Dubey, and Ghure, right? And they have really greatly worked in field of sociology. Although they are called anthropologists, but their work, if you look, they have contributed a lot in field of sociology, and they are kind of quoted in sociology also because of their great contributions. And if we look again, there's a great sociologist, and I think everybody knows this name called Emile Durkheim. So he has been the greatest of all sociology, and he had greatly influenced the doctrine of many anthropologists. And if I can name few, so Malinowski is kind of one of them, and Radcliffe Brown is also one of them. So in kind of a very nutshell, I would say that Durkheim has influenced great number of anthropologists, including Malinowski and Radcliffe Brown. So you can write this very straight line in your answer when you're writing about thing. Just take these are my kind of very key point that you should keep include in your answers, and this is only for the revision purpose, not for the purpose to complete the syllabus at the first hand. Okay, moving ahead with the disclaimer, let's talk about the differences. We have already seen in the previous two slides that how these two subjects are related and similar, but let's talk about how these two, anthropology in general and sociology in general, are different. So I have just created a great table. You can just take this table as it is and write it your answer. That would be really great. So first sociology and then anthropology. So if you see that sociology only deals with secondary data, but in case of anthropology, if you see this, the case studies and the cultural study and civilization study are with intensive field work over a period of time. It takes a great deal of time for those rigorous in an intensive field work. So it deals with that. So if you look at sociology, it does its studies on quantitative way. So you will see mostly kind of quantitative numbers, quantitative studies and all happening around the sociology. But if you see anthropology, it's largely qualitatively. So you can write this difference very well. And let's talk about sociology again. So it only examines social aspect. That's a great pointers to note. It only kind of examine and study the social aspect. But if you talk about anthropology, it is kind of more elastic and broad. So it studies both social and biological aspect. And I believe that you must be aware that anthropology has two aspects. One is social aspect, and another aspect is physiological or biological aspect. Right? These two are great thing, but at the same time, social has many other dimension also. So not to mention over here, but just to keep this in mind that anthropology is kind of more broader, and it studies social and biological aspect. Moving ahead with the again next kind of point, that sociology is all about social problems and social institution. So these two terms sum up to become a sociology as a discipline. So this is great. But if you talk about anthropology, it's all about culture and the community. So it looks into that. One more I would like to just add in that. Okay, so if we see sociology, it mostly deals with a medieval and modern kind of era. But if you talk about anthropology, as I said, it's elastic and broad. It deals with medieval, modern, and ancient also. You can also write kind of primitive. So you can write primitive also. So it deals with a very large, big horizon over time period. So this is a kind of difference I would like to bring to you all. Please note, this can be used as it is. Use this in your answer when such question comes up. You will definitely gonna get a good mark, and it gives you a very holistic view, right? So moving ahead to the next. So I think after going through this till now, I think you will be able to write a kind of 10 mark 150 words about the difference on anthropology and sociology. So I think what I can ask is that you try it, you write it in a comment, put your this answer in your in this comment, and I will evaluate it and comment on that. So I would say let's do it. You will definitely gonna get a good benefit out of this. Moving ahead, so please, as I have been mentioning, that please give feedback. So every video in the descriptions, you will find a Google form. Please go over there, fill that form. So I take that form and feedback very seriously. I will try to include those feedback in my next video. And the last, I would say, just please do like, share, and comment, and do subscribe, because it gives me a good motivations. Motivation helps me to work on this thing. So this is just I would like to tell. Moving to the next, yes, for getting any kind of informations about this channel, may it be a kind of new test series, may it be kind of new initiative, or or any new segment or initiative, please join this Telegram. So you will find this link in each and every video of on this channel. So you join over there. It will keep you updated with all the new thing coming up, including current affairs, and some news articles are being daily updated and posted over there to make you kind of updated with the new things. So here I'm concluding this video 3. Thank you very much. Please do kind of look into this video and write those answers that was there in 2016. You will really work and improve a lot on this. Thank you very much.